Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are reacting to the second trailer of the Lies of P DLC Overture. Now, I posted a video the other day, I will link it somewhere on the screen, down below, whatever. We reacted to the original trailer that dropped during the State of Play, and yesterday or last night during the Xbox showcase they dropped a further DLC trailer, which I think is more so about the story rather than an overview. So today we're going to be looking at that, watching it, reacting to it, breaking it down like we did in the last video. This one I don't think will be as long as the last video, so I apologise for the length of that one. I am sorry, I promise. But I'm also not sorry because it's Lies of P and I love Lies of P. I hope you guys have enjoyed it if you've watched it. A couple of people have left some comments and I really appreciate all the love that you've shown it so far. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. We go into a bit of a breakdown about what my thoughts and opinions are on some of the things that have been featured. We could kind of talk about ideas and like, I don't know the right word to say. Basically things that I think are going to happen or how things are connected in some way. It is worth a watch, I have heard. But yeah, today we are going to be looking at the second trailer that dropped. I think I get more and more excited about this DLC every single day. Like each day that passes I grow more and more excited to get my hands on it and play. So yeah, let's watch that. We'll do what we did the last time. We'll watch the trailer. We'll then go back through and we'll talk about it and go through obviously the thoughts and opinions, and yeah, let's get watching. So let's pause the music right there before anything else happens. And yeah, like I say, hopefully I didn't check the volume of this beforehand, so if it's too loud I apologise in advance. But let's get watching. Whoa.
Listening to this song always reminds me of you. But now you belong to the past. Do you remember the time we all gathered to play this piece together? I never got to say farewell. I know it changed everything, but we endured. Perhaps someday, if we can cross the bounds of time, we'll meet again.
I just got chills. I actually just got chills. What the heck? Instant chills with the music, and at the end, wow. Just wow. Wow. That is a story trailer. That is a story trailer. I'm going to turn it down ever so slightly. So, to start, this, the noise. They have got that so perfectly. The noise of the stove. Like crunch, 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 crunch. That's done so perfectly. So perfectly. And I thought this was also really cool, like how they transitioned from whoever this person is. And also I noticed when I was editing the video before, I kept calling this person the talented stalker. They're actually called the legendary stalker. So I'm going to make sure I try and say legendary this time. It's engraved in the brain. But yeah, I like how they've transitioned in this little bit here. That is so cool. How they've went from the legendary stalker to P. That is so well done. That is so well done. And the snow looks so pretty as well. It looks so pretty. Like that's, I mean, that might make your PC like lag or look a bit weird if you're streaming the game, but it's one of those things, you know. But it still looks so pretty. I instantly saw the X. I don't know, is this X marks the spot, or is this been done deliberately, or who has done this? Who has put the X on this guy? But this guy reminds me of, and again I'll do what I did with the last video as well. This guy reminds me of the people that you meet when you go into the house before you fight Walker of Illusions. They have the same kind of outfit and look about them, but I don't know what their relevance is to the bigger picture and story. I don't know who they are. I don't know enough about that character to say that this is this person, this is their job, blah blah blah. But I'll pop a little picture on the screen for who I am referencing, just to refresh your memories. But it's a bit weird how they've got the X and why they're here, surrounded by roses. It's a bit interesting. I saw this instantly got chills, because this looks like Romeo's blade from his weapon, because he uses a scythe. And then there's puppet parts here in the background. Like, what is going on here? Why is Romeo's weapon, or the weapon that Romeo uses, here and broken with blood on it? Does Romeo get this after this has happened, the weapon, when you fight him? I'll pop an image for those who maybe don't believe me or want to see it for themselves for a comparison. I will pop an image on the screen for you right now. This is Romeo's blade from his weapon. It has to be. It has to be, but I don't know how it's ended up here. Because obviously we are going back in time. So this would be prior to him dying? Becoming a puppet? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, this gave me chills.
Belong to the past.
There seems to be a lot of roses as well. There must be a significance about the roses. And then that all leads to this person, which we can now confirm they're covered in candle wax by the looks of things. Judging by all the red candles, it's candle wax. It's not blood, it's not some weird substance, it's candle wax. I know we talked about that in the last video and we weren't quite sure what it was, but we can now confirm that it is candle wax.
Do you remember the time we all gathered to play?
So that's the monads. This is clearly the monads badge for the monads charity house because the legendary stalker has one too, and that is where the legendary stalker met Carlo and Romeo. So this must be a jacket that if you went there or were a part of that, you wore this jacket. And it looks to be quite a small jacket for like a child. So is this Romeo's jacket? Is this Carlo's jacket? Is this set prior to Carlo dying? And the jacket's still there when we appear.
I never got to say farewell.
I never got to say farewell, and I'm pretty sure in the memories on the beach that we talked about in the last video, I'm pretty sure that the legendary stalker shows up after what's happened and is in shock and can't quite believe it. Which would make sense with that line, I didn't get the chance to say goodbye. So this must have some significance. So we're shown the legendary stalker our pocket watch, which has roses on it. Now, Sophia Monad gives us a pocket watch in the base game, and we can use that to teleport between our recent Stargazer and a hotel. Is the pocket watch something that Carlo had originally, that Sophia gave to Carlo, that we have now ended up with in the game? And the legendary stalker obviously has her sword in her face to say, who are you? Why are you here? And we are showing her this as a sign to be like, whoa, chill, look, like, here's a memory, I am me, like, you recognise this, I am friendly. I don't know, but that's what I'm getting from this anyway. Because we see again here, just what I talked about before, we see again the badge with the M on it and the rose. The Monad Charity House was part of the Rose estate. Is this why there's roses? It would make sense. Now I don't quite know what's going on here, like I'm not quite sure who this is, but also it's some kind of fight anyway. I'm not sure who that is either.
I know it changed everything.
But she's fighting with us, she's fighting with P. But I do want to comment on something. Now, I don't know what frame it was. As you can see here, we have, or P has, his Monad lamp, his Gemini lamp. If I skip forward a couple of frames, she doesn't have hers anymore. Now, I don't quite know what that means. I'm not quite sure. But she doesn't have hers anymore. And if that's some form of significance, does that mean that something happens to her and she loses her lamp and that's how we get ours when we wake up in the Krat Central Station? Who knows? Who knows?
But we endured.
The music is so beautiful as well. But then here, she has it back, or she has her Monad lamp again in this scene, or she has it in this scene. You can see the little glow on the back of her leg. But this is the Monad Charity House on the Rose Estate, I believe, because we can see in here on top of the gate a letter M, which would stand for Monad. And why else would the legendary stalker take us there if it wasn't? So I think we go back to where it all started with Carlo and Romeo and the incident of the Rose Estate, which is talked about in the base game, which basically explains what happened with Romeo, how he became infected with petrification disease. I think Carlo had died as well. And it talks about that. I'll pop a little snippet of I think it's a newspaper that you get in the base game that tells you the lore of it. But whatever it is, I will post it on the screen so you guys can just have a little refresher, a little reminder about it. And yeah, I believe this is the Monad Charity House. on the Rose Estate. It makes so much sense with the M, and it's obviously red as well, red roses.
Cross the bounds of time. We'll meet again.
We'll cross the bounds of time and we'll meet again. That line just gives me instant goosebumps every time. And I like the little rose petals that fly. So it's got to be going back to the Rose Estate. It's got to be going back to the Monad Chariot House. We are going back, I believe, to the very beginning. I think we're going back to the instant at the Rose Estate with why Geppetto did what he did. Why he then made us P a puppet to bring Carlo back, or to sort of bring Carlo back to life in a sense with his P organ, but inside P. Or to get the P organ working, to get put back in the other puppet, sorry. I think that's what's happening. I think we're going back to the Rose Estate right before everything happened. Whether we're trying to stop it, I don't know. I really can't say. It talks a lot about how the choices affect. I think it's in the description of this. So yeah, let me just read the description out that it says. So as Geppetto's puppet, you encounter a mysterious artifact that transports you back to Krat in its final days of grandeur. Now, a mysterious artifact. Is it the golden stargazer that I talked about? Again, I will post an image on the screen. I did talk about this in the last stream. There's a golden stargazer on the Path of the Pilgrim, which I think is the entry point to the DLC. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that is what I believe the entry point is going to be. You get a mysterious artifact that transports you back to Krat in its final days of grandeur. In the shadow of an impending tragedy, the Rose Estate incident, your mission is to explore the past and uncover its dark secrets. Haunted by surprises, loss, and vengeance, the choices you make ripple through the past and present in the world of Lies of P, revealing hidden truths and leaving lasting consequences. Is the DLC going to alter the playthrough of the main game, depending on when you enter into it? Do we go into it at the start? Do we go in halfway through? Do we go in at the end? How does it all work? If it's going to have consequences, how is it going to work? I think it's been so... They've obviously thought it out, and they've obviously planned the main game how they have for this reason in mind alone. It's going to be very, very interesting, I feel. But I genuinely don't know how it's going to work. I genuinely don't know how it's going to work, but time will tell. We always say time will tell. It's quite funny because we're talking about time travelling, but time will tell. Embark on an unforgettable adventure where the symphony of steel clashes with the haunting melody of the unknown. Dare to unravel the mysteries of the past, for in the heart of darkness lies the key to unlocking the secrets of a timeless tale reborn. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Like, every single time I see something or read something, it just makes me want to play it even more. Like, I want the game, and I want the game now. Like, I want the DLC, like, right this minute. It has that much effect on me. But yeah, it's been so well thought out and so well done and executed that obviously we can piece together bits of the story from what we are shown in the game, all the bits of information that we find around Krat that we pick up. We can obviously piece things together, but to truly piece everything together, I think that's where the DLC comes in, and everything will just be ironed out, and we'll have a timeline, we'll have every single little bit of detail in place. And yeah, I just can't deal with how pretty it is, and I don't think I've ever been so excited for a game in my whole life. Like, honestly, I do not think. Well, maybe Red Dead. Red Dead is obviously my ultimate favourite game, but I don't think I've ever been excited because Red Dead 2 came out like before I was streaming, and I didn't even like really know that much about it when it got released at the time. I played it like maybe a year or two after. So I think this is probably the first game that I've like been from the start, and I just, yeah, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. So yeah, if you guys liked this video or enjoyed this video, give it the good old thumbs up. Leave a little comment again with your opinions on this trailer or the last trailer. Just leave all the comments with what you guys are thinking about Lies of P. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell to stay notified when I will post. Like I said before at the start, if you haven't checked out the previous video we did on the reaction to the initial trailer drop, don't forget to check that out as well. And I am also posting my Red Dead Redemption 1 playthrough. You can check out all those videos. I think we're up to part 9, I believe. I'll pop it on the screen and down below for you. Those will be continuing once I come back to streaming, which may be very soon. Who knows? Who knows? But those will be continued to get posted very soon. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Maybe the next Lies of P video will be some DLC gameplay. Oh my god, imagine if we get a gameplay trailer. Okay, I'm not fangirling now. No, we're ending. We're stopping, Emma. We're stopping. Stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. Bye, guys.